appear to be recording.
We appear to be recording, and microphone's working. The whiskey, the fan's working, kind of keeping it cool down there. Good evening, y'all. I forgot where the camera was. I'm violating the fourth wall. Here it is.
Oh, look, we can see a twee bird.
I know, that's why I left it here.
Okay.
So see the twee bird? He has a couple of camera shy twee bird friends over there too. Tonight, it's Friday night, and it's not all right for fighting.
No, because that's Saturday night, isn't it? Oh, that's Friday. I don't know.
Yeah, Saturday night's all right. What I'm expecting to enjoy here is a Texas whiskey. It's actually, Milam and Greene is a Texas distillery, but they get some of their product from Kentucky and Tennessee. And this particular special whiskey, which was a gift from Tom and Lee, is a triple cask.
And we miss them.
Yes, we do. They should move back to here.
I don't think they agree with you.
This is triple cask, a blend of straight bourbon whiskeys, 94 proof. And apparently it won 93 points at something.
We had fun tastings with
wine
them,
enthusiast,
didn't we?
huh?
We had fun tastings with them.
We did. But they got 93 points according to a review at some time through Wine Enthusiast.
The mash bill is 70% corn, 22% malted rye, and 8% malted barley. So you know I'm going to love that.
Yeah, all that sweetness.
I'm just happy that it's that far away from me.
Oh, crap. Okay. Going to have to re-glue this cork. Yeah, that's... Okay. Anyway. We didn't get the... What?
I'm just waiting... The little hummingbird came back.
Oh.
To its little feeder, and I would need to fill it. You know, we had that feeder over there that you filled with seed, the one hanging off the hook.
Yeah.
And I think a squirrel got up there and emptied it, just moved it around. It's totally empty. And there have been birds and squirrels on the ground where the pile of seed.
This one over here, the one on the post.
No, over here. Okay.
Right. This one over here, there was a squirrel down there picking up all the things that the birds were throwing out the other day. So high corn percentage.
Yep.
Get this off of here. I'll take care of this tonight. Okay. What else can you tell us about it?
Well, what's on the bottle?
Okay. Yes, thank you. What you hold in your hands is premium batched whiskey created with both luxurious cocktails and relaxed sipping in mind, made by marrying beautifully matured straight bourbon whiskeys that were distilled by our team in both Kentucky and Texas, with a hint of Tennessee bourbon for structure. The richness of textures and aromas will envelop you. Actually, it's envelope. There's no E. Envelop you. The Milam and Greene team are the most experienced craft whiskey makers in the USA. That's a pretty bold statement.
That's a bold statement.
That's a very bold statement. But here it does say, distilled in Tennessee, Kentucky, and Texas, bottled by Provision Spirits, Inc. in Blanco, Texas.
So their website says, each bottle of Milam and Greene Triple Cask is a batch of 3 hand-selected straight bourbon whiskeys from 3 states. You mentioned what they are. Made in a 300-gallon pot still for a pop of spice, married with our Kentucky whiskey made in a continuous column still for vanilla and fruits. That was a Texas bourbon in the 300 pot still, 100 gallons. Then sourced vintage Tennessee whiskey for structure and tannins. Their master distiller is a female, Yay.
Girls can do it too.
Of course they can. Okay, so Milam and Greene whiskey wash says very little. They gave it an 8 rating. I guess that's out of 10. Often Breaking Bourbon says things.
What do they have in store for us?
Bardstown Bourbon Company is a distillery, also an undisclosed Texas distillery, and sourced from an undisclosed Tennessee distillery.
Oh, undisclosed. Okay. They're pleading the fifth, just like Fauci.
Well, you know, it's a popular thing to do.
On the nose, There's your hummingbird going to that hummingbird
Good.
feeder over there.
I want to fill that little tiny cup up by the camera.
It's me. It's kind of like an orange rose color.
Mm-hmm.
My first nose on it made me think of like walking into an antique shop. And well, no good.
Okay.
And having some of those the aged and wood aromas that you would find, not moldy or dirty, people's junk that's been thrown away is now called an antique.
Breaking Bourbon says the bourbon opens with a hefty cinnamon, cedar, and hazelnut notes, creating an aroma with rustic sensibilities. I guess they could say, they should have said
yeah.
antique store funk.
Yeah.
Being 94 proof, the whiskey is an easy sipper, but the proof doesn't hold back its flavors. Okay.
It's an atypical bourbon nose, and that may simply be because it's blended with having some Tennessee whiskey in there to, as I described.
Before you've already.
I'm not tasting.
Hold on, let me get at your nose notes in a second. But the name. This is from the whiskey jug. The name of Milam. The Milam.
I encourage people not to try to drink and breathe at the same time, even when it's water. Sorry, folks.
The name of the Milam and Greene triple cask bourbon is a bit confusing. Normally, when you hear the terms double cask, triple cask, etc., it means the whiskey was aged in different cask types, like ex-sherry, ex-port, another etc. You okay?
I will be.
I won't say have a sip of water, but that's not going to work. No. That's how every other whiskey producer out there uses this terminology. But the M&G triple only uses new charred oak.
Huh.
When the M&G states casks, they mean states, which we already covered ad nauseum. Tennessee, Kentucky, and Texas.
Right.
Okay. 2 years aged.
If they were going to put it, well, they can call it. They can do that because they're calling it a straight bourbon whiskey. So every bit of it is aged at least 2 years.
Okay.
I'm going in.
What did you get on the nose besides an antique store?
A little bit of spice.
Okay. Breaking Bourbon says cinnamon, cedar, hazelnut, Earl Grey tea, graham cracker, and dried fruit.
That's a little bit too much. Graham cracker, yes. Cedar, that may be the cedar furniture, cedar wood, cedar antiques. And I guess a little bit of cinnamon.
See, about that description, I said, well, that sounds good. But then
Yeah.
What do you get on the palate?
Flavors, middle of the tongue, all the way to the back, all the way coming down the throat. It's warm, but it's not a burn. It's warm and it lasts a little bit. Flavor. Wow, what do you think? There's a not unpleasant medicinal aftertaste. I mean, tastes like bourbon. It's a whiskey color. Tastes like whiskey. It's pretty good. I don't know the price point on this. It was
about $50.
It was a gift. Okay, that's reasonable.
Between 45 and 50 is coming up.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Say here. I didn't read this. When facing down a great bear, don't play dead. Rather make light of the situation, keeping eye contact, and pour a drink for two.
Sure, that's going to impress the bear.
Well, unless he likes scotch alone.
So,
go ahead.
Breaking Bourbon says the palate is dried fig, baking spices, tobacco leaf, and sandalwood.
Sandalwood and baking spices.
With a lingering cinnamon aftertaste.
Okay. 94 proof. I do have another Milam and Greene.
Okay.
But this is the one that came up with the random number selector, and again, it said it was from Tom and Lee. Thank you again, Tom and Lee. This is a nice whiskey.
That was very thoughtful of them to think of you.
I don't know how widely distributed it might be because there.
Right.
I've seen Milam and Greene at the CGX Exchange. I believe I've seen it in Virginia ABC, but not an array of different variants of the particular product that they have. This is nice. Is there a bear behind me? I heard a growl.
Might be that bear coming for his sip.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, I'll get you another glass. Anyway, with regards to a rating, I'd make this a buy.
Excellent.
It's got a unique nose. It's got enough of a unique nose to let you know that it's not your everyday run-of-the-mill bourbon, blended or small batch or single barrel, anything like that. That's really unique. It's got a really nice flavor, and I think one of the descriptors there was saying it's nice for a cocktail. It's nice for sipping neat. This would be a good one to put in a flask and carry with you on the golf course in case anybody gets a birdie.
Oh.
Because it's not too expensive, but it has some unique characteristics that make it worthwhile and enjoying.
Nice.
So, anyway, what else we got going on? I don't know. Life goes on. Okay. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, y'all. I keep looking here because the camera puts over here.
We changed the name of our trivia team and came in tied for first,
and then lost in the
tiebreaker
tiebreaker
because the tiebreaker question was ridiculous.
It was in the original Pac-Man, Mario Brothers or Mario, whatever. The original Pac-Man. What was the highest score that you could achieve? And Dan and I were thinking about, okay, that was an 8-bit system. The numbers can only be so high. And Dan had initially proposed $9.99, $9.99, and I said 8-bit. Let's drop a digit off of that. The other team bet.
They said
wagered
$3 million,
and it turns out it was $3,333,333.
No, there was another number in there. It was like 363. It was weird.
Oh, it was. Well, it was still
really
$3 million
weird.
and change. So they won the $20, and we got a $10 gift card, which nobody wanted to take ownership of last night. But it was fun. We did well. I mean, we started off poorly. We were tied we were tied. We were like 7th place after the first round. And just kept coming back.
But then we woke up.
What do you mean we woke up? Okay. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Try to do another one of these in early next week, and maybe again on Friday next week. That's it. Thanks for tuning in. Bye. This is a buy recommendation.